Sorcerer is one of the 8 playable classes of AION 2. This is a range DPS class using Spellbook as the main weapon. In today's video, you'll find out everything what we know so far about this class. Before we start, let me just say, subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of AION 2 videos in the future. Here on my YouTube channel, I'm preparing lots of guides for new players, PvP-wise and PvE-wise, best builds for each class, guilds, dungeons, raids, crafting, news and updates. Everything what you need to know from World of AION 2, you'll find out here on my YouTube channel. Big thank you to sponsor of today's video, Gearup Booster. Gearup Booster is a boosting service dedicated to gaming only. Their technology reduces latency, prevents packet loss, and stabilizes network connections for players playing games in their region or any other region they choose. I can pick up this product to play AION 2 on servers in Korea and Taiwan. Why? Well, I need a lower ping. Definitely, I'm playing from Europe, and I can show here, this is the main user interface of a Gearup Booster. You'll find here, of course, AION 2. It's a very simple thing to use. You can pick here between 2 regions, Korea or Taiwan, depending on which servers are you going to play, and enjoy in much lower ping playing AION 2 on servers in Korea and Taiwan. However, Gearup Booster is not only about AION 2. I can show you here. There is more than 2,000 games here which you can boost by using this very useful product. You'll find here different kind of games. Naraka Blade Point. We have here Once Human, Valorant, League of Legends, Fortnite, Dota. You can find here lots of different kind of games, including, of course, AION 2. Another very useful option which you will find here within Gearup Booster are Twitch drops. You don't even need to watch the stream. You can use this option here in Gearup Booster and get some very nice drops depending on which game you want to get reward from. So regarding AION 2, definitely this is my option to use to reduce the ping, to play the game on servers in Korea and Taiwan on very enjoyable and efficient way. You'll find link in the description below this video where you can download Gearup Booster today. Also, it's very important to say that Gearup can also support AION 2 download on mobile devices by simply clicking the link in the description below this video. But now let's focus on the main topic of this video, gameplay of Sorcerer class and all the available information until this moment regarding skills and feedback from FGT players who have played Sorcerer class for the first time on servers in Korea and Taiwan during different testing phases. In front of you, you can already see Sorcerer in action. Very flashy, beautiful skill animation, and you can see not that much a dynamic combat. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. You can see also here main weapon and the only weapon of Sorcerer class, that is Spellbook or book. So differently from original AION, in AION 2, every class can use only one weapon per class. For Sorcerer, that will be Spellbook. Regarding Sorcerer, all we have get so far is this short gameplay preview during one of the live streams from NCSoft. So you can see here Sorcerer in action. It's actually looking pretty decent. I would just notice a little bit less dynamic than other classes which we have seen so far in action. I have made a video of this type for also other classes of AION 2. We can check already other classes in action in this type of preview. You can see here classes like different kind of classes like additional here in this party, like Cleric, like Templar, like Ranger, much more dynamic than Sorcerer here specifically. Sorcerer is not moving that much. However, yes, it's definitely moving while using skills. Some skills are, of course, casting skills, so this class cannot move. You can see here lots of crit, beautiful range. Range is pretty decent. Usually, this Sorcerer here during this gameplay is standing about 16 meters from the target, but you will see later in the preview with those skills, there is a range, of course, is a little bit higher than that. I have one part of the video actually dedicated, second part of the video regarding skills of Sorcerer class specifically and first impressions of the players who have actually played Sorcerer class during FGT test. You can see here, yeah, it's looking pretty decent. Nothing surprising regarding Sorcerer here. I would expect something very similar to Sorcerer in original AION. Lots of CC skills, root, sleep, including high damage burst. So regarding Sorcerer, I wouldn't say that NCSoft will disappoint at this time. I'm expecting here to see very extremely high DPS output of this class, something like in original AION, and definitely very useful to play in PvP and PvE. Regarding gameplay of Sorcerer class, we have also get another presentation recently. Look at this beauty here in front of you. Sorcerer is using main weapon book or spell book, however you want to call it, main and only weapon. In AION 2, we are having only one weapon per class. That is idea, at least from developers of the game, at least for now. We want to check today gameplay, skills, how is looking Sorcerer in action. Before we start, before we dive into the video, let me just say subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more of AION 2 videos in the future. I'm preparing lots of guides for new players, PvP-wise and PvE-wise, best builds for each class. Everything what you need to know from World of AION 2, you'll find it here on my YouTube channel. Also, follow me on Twitch. I'm live streaming every single day, mandatory, no skipping. Visit me on Twitch every day about 7 p.m. Central European Time. If you have any kind of questions regarding the game, I'll be glad to answer and also to keep you updated regarding everything what is happening in World of AION 2. But now, let's focus on the main topic of this video. First ever reveal of gameplay of Sorcerer class. So, you can see here Sorcerer, very interesting look of this class, not a classic look, definitely. And let's check some skills. Here we go. Here we go already now. What was that? That was AoE skill, moving all the time. This is nice. For one casting class, range DPS class, it's very nice to see lots of movement with this character. And AoE skills. You can see here dots. You can see here some dot skills, again AoE. So Sorcerer class, we also have lots of CC abilities, same like in original AION Retail. We are going to see lots of CC, but not only CC abilities, also lots of damage. Ooh, that was lots of damage taken. Lots of damage taken. You can see here HP bar maximum is 5,000. Wow, that was very low. That was very low regarding HP of the Sorcerer. Okay, so Sorcerer here is looking relatively squishy. I think there is a reason for that. This character is maximum level. You can see here in the middle of your screen, maximum level is 45, combat power, however, 4, and skills are level 12, not maximum level 20. I think this character is possibly without gear, because this character here in front of us was taking too much damage. I mean, Sorcerer is glass cannon kind of class. We know that also from original AION. This will be mage in some other MMORPGs. Glass cannon means lots of damage, but squishy. But this here, what I can see today, is too squishy. I think this is too squishy, so I don't think that we need to worry. I don't think that Sorcerer will be actually that much squishy. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. Skills user interface. Wow, that was interesting. Curse 3. That was a Curse 3 famous skill from original AION. That was silence. You can see this purple thing above the character. That is silence, right, for that mob. Okay, that was interesting. That was a blink. Sorcerer have specific blink skill. Curse 3 again. And this Curse 3, guys, this lasts so long. What was that? 10 seconds? This is really long CC skill, this Curse 3. I think it was about 9 or 10 seconds. That's insane. That's really a lot, especially for PvP. If this lands, of course. Let's check again. Oh, this was graphically really beautiful. It's looking splashy. Skills are looking like bursting with colors. They are looking really good. Yeah, this is looking very good, guys. Wow, impressive gameplay of the Sorcerer. What I really like is that you can move with your character. Blink, again, you have seen that blink. Okay. It's taking too much damage. Still, what I can see here in front, guys, wow, this is too much damage. This character almost died. Do you see that? I think there has to be some reason, because no way that Sorcerer would be this much squishy. You can be squishy, but not this much. Come on. Also on AION 2 official YouTube channel, they have given us this short preview of Sorcerer skills. Again, Sorcerer looking pretty nice in action. You can see here moving while attacking. We can see that sleep, root. We have seen very nice skill animation and pretty much fast-paced combat. Little bit less dynamic, like I said, definitely than other classes of AION 2, but that is probably consequence of just being a casting class. Some skills are probably casting skills, so you'll need time, right, to stand in one spot while you are casting skill. You have also seen that cursed tree from original AION, and you can see here main weapon of this class is a spellbook or book. Lots of AoE skills, very flashy skill animation. This is without any doubt one of the main designations of this class. And like I said already, CC, crowd control, definitely very useful for PvP, and in some moments, of course, in PvE, that will be very useful things regarding this class. Now I want to show you concretely impressions of the players who have already played Sorcerer in the FGT test during testing phases on servers in Korea and Taiwan, and some information about skills of Sorcerer class from the players who have played this class for the first time. Okay, so let's check main information about skills of Sorcerer class. First skill here is Flame Fork. Single target fire damage releases 5 fireballs above the user head that fly towards the enemy. Can be cast in place, but can be specialized to be cast while moving. This is good. So in original version of this skill, you can cast it in one place only, you cannot move, but when you are increasing the level of your skill, specialization will give you ability to move while casting the skill. That is very important. Next skill here is Summon Typhoon, a small area circular AoE attack that binds enemies and deals continuous damage. Requires a designated location for release. This is good. So this is a Typhoon type of a skill, AoE skill, binding enemies and deals continuous damage. Sounds pretty good. Frost Impact, an area of effect, again AoE attack that slows enemies and deals damage. Again, slowing enemies, this is interesting, and dealing damage. AoE skill, again, the second skill. Hellfire, a free state charge skill, so obviously during charging, probably, you cannot move. That is one of the reasons maybe Sorcerer was looking a little bit less dynamic. Similar to the Great Horse skill of the first generation Bard. We remember that skill. We remember that skill very well. All of us AION veteran players, you remember that horse skill of the Bard class. Don't worry, we are not going to see Bard in AION 2, at least not for now. Actually, developers of the game have already mentioned that new classes in the future in AION 2 will not be Bard, Gunner, Eater, or Painter. They were very specific about that. However, they are here just comparing this skill with the horse skill of the Bard. The longer the charge time, the higher the damage, okay? It takes about 1.5 seconds to fully charge. That's not that long time. That's not that long time, that's actually pretty okay. It is a single target damage skill, the only skill of the witch that requires a casting time. They want to say the only skill of the sorcerer which is requiring a casting time. So this is actually pretty good, because casting, in general, this casting time is not good when you need to stand in one spot. Let's see what is left click about. Basic attack in 3 stages: Fireball, Fire Impact, and Fire Blast. Then we have right click, Frost Chains, Frost Blast. The first hit is area of effect slow and damage. The second is a hit an area of effect damage. Okay, Q skill is freeze, single target freeze plus damage, completely immobilizes the target. It has a chance to freeze. It's not 100% guaranteed. So this is about CC. Like I said, Sorcerer will be about CC, crowd control, definitely not only single target, also AoE. However, what is interesting, this freeze is not 100% guaranteed. So there is a chance regarding freeze that you are going to miss, that will not work. That's very interesting. Then we have here Q2, Freeze Blast. This is an explosion that can follow up when the Q skill successfully freezes the enemy, somewhat similar to the creating artwork and destroying artwork skills in the first game, Painted Star. Painted Star, are they comparing this with the Painter? Probably. Q3, after the impact is dispelled, the character transformation into a tree and deals damage. transforms into a tree. We have seen that something very similar. This is rough translation from Chinese language to English language, so don't mind that. We know that transformation into a tree from Sorcerer skill of original AION. Then we have here E skill, Spark Blast. When using the fire attack, there is a chance to apply a spark mark to enemies, okay? Once a mark is applied, the E skill will explode, somewhat like patterned explosion of Assassin. So this will be something like runes of Assassin. If you're an AION veteran player, then you know what I mean. Basically, you can stack up different kind of runes, you can stack up marks, and then you can detonate at certain level those stacks, right? And make damage, of course. The Spark Mark has burning damage, seemingly the only dot skill for the Sorcerer. Dot means damage over time, to clarify that. E2, Magic Power Boost, increases attack power and accuracy, 1 minute cooldown, lasts 15 seconds. Know that accuracy is degeneration, does not affect control skills, okay? So this is interesting. Accuracy in this generation, they mean to say in AION 2, does not affect control skills. So this is basically a Magic Power Boost, 1 minute cooldown, lasts for 15 seconds. E3 is dissolved, activated when boss is stunned. Then we have here some branding skills. Branding skills are special skills only unique for that class. Number 1, Holy Explosion, single target fire damage, okay. Lumiere ability, area immunity, granting the entire team immunity for 2 seconds. Ooh, this is not bad. Entire team immunity for 2 seconds, short time. Okay. Glacial Strike, Glacial Shard. Is this Glacial Shard? Area of effect freeze, high damage, instant cast. Sounds good. Lumiere Space, aerial constraint centered on its own. Number 5, Curse Tree, okay, something similar, I guess, from the Sorcerer of original AION. Single target, instant tree transformation. Only this tree transformation has a sleep effect, not the polymorph sleep effect from the first game, okay? Iron Man's Blessing, similar to Iron Man from the first game. Is this some kind of iron skin? Possible, like some kind of shield, maybe. It's very hard to say from this translation, but probably yes. Elemental Amplification increases elemental damage. That's 7. 8. Ice Armor. Similar to the first game, it has damage reflection. So is this Wintry? Is this Reflect from original AION? Also possible. If this is Reflect, then absolutely Sorcerer will be very interesting to play in AION 2, because this reflecting, I remember in original game AION, I was playing mostly Gladiator as main class, and I have died so many times because of Wintry. I didn't notice Reflect. So I was hitting the Sorcerer with extreme damage, however, Reflect was up. And yeah, then what happens, basically damage returns to you and you are done. Skill number 9 has an instant cast single target silence. Oh, this is powerful. This is important. This is powerful for PvP. I don't know what is the cooldown on this skill. We still didn't get that information. Don't worry, I got you covered. I will check as soon as I get on November 18 on servers in Korea and Taiwan. I'll play this game a lot. I'll check skills for each class, including for Sorcerer, and I will bring you here on my YouTube channel dedicated videos regarding Sorcerer and all other classes, concretely from the game, real in-game footage and presentation for each skill. Then you will see what is cooldown of this skill and what are actually attributes. However, this here, silence, instant cast, that's amazing. If these have short cooldown, this could be something extremely powerful for Sorcerer in PvP. Skill number 10 has an ice breaking skill that deals continuous ice damage within a certain area. The user cannot move during the skill duration. It has a large range and high damage. Skill number 11, assault skill, area freeze and damage. So guys, this was lots of CC skills, lots of freeze, we have seen sleep, and also lots of damage. If this is additionally reflect, this will be insane. Reflect together with this single target silence, wow, that's just impressive. A Sorcerer will be impressive class, without any doubt in AION 2. It will not be only about CC, it will be about high damage, silence, very strong in PvP like it was also in original Ion. Let's check some other information here. Monsters deal increased damage when slowed down. Bosses are immune to slowing down, which is kind of normal, but can be slowed down. The increased damage from slowing down will take effect, but movement speed will not actually be reduced. I see, okay? Without the time corridor, all the robe skills from the first game have become passive, such as Fire Robe, Wind Robe. We remember that from original game. Many buff skills from the first game have also become passive, and that skill that cancels the buff is skill that tree transformation, similar for the first game. The skills of the Demon Path, that is actually Sorcerer translated here, don't worry about this, do not have a casting bar, but they do have a pre and post cast animation. Ooh, wait, so there is a pre and post cast animation. The pre and post cast animations can be cancelled, this is important, by using a skill cancel or by rolling. Okay. The combo should start with Q to freeze the target, right click to slow the target, passive skill increase damage when slowed, E to activate the mana multiplier, skill 1 flame fork, Q explosion, brand to 3 reduces the resistance. After the target falls asleep, cast skill 4 Hellfire, the only channeled skill. Brand Holy Explosion, very high fire damage. Brand Glacial Shard, very high water damage. So guys, regarding this, I mean, we are going to discover what will be the best combo about Sorcerer in the game. This is just a recommendation of the players who have already played Sorcerer for the first time, but this doesn't need to mean this will be meta build. We are going to discover that in the future. Holy Explosion, Ironclad Blessing, 8 Cursed Ancient Tree, showing here on the skill bar. Okay, the boss has slowing buff, showing here regarding debuffs basically, right, for the boss. Image source, Taiwan official second live stream. Here we can see 10th branding skill, I forgot the name. This is some kind of freeze effect skill, AoE. And on the end we have here second live broadcast by South Korean official website. This is, let's check, magic multiplayer elemental amplification, holy explosion, iron armor. This is looking like some kind of shield, iron armor. And on the end we have here curse tree, famous curse tree from original Ion, which will be a little bit different in Ion 2. What is this here? This is that silent effect. Check this out. The person above have been silenced by special effect. So this is the sign about regarding the silence. Silence definitely will be very useful in PvP. So guys, regarding skills of the Sorcerer, I wouldn't say this is anything surprising really. It reminds a lot on Sorcerer from original Ion, without any doubt. Sorcerer will be one of the most powerful classes of Ion 2. Lots of CC, lots of crowd control abilities, but not only that. Lots of damage, also silence, and probably reflect. That is just insane. That is just insane. If that will be included, like I said, from this description of these skills, looks like yes, Sorcerer will be extremely powerful class to play in PvP and in PvE. So for today, guys, that was it regarding gameplay and everything what we know about skills of Sorcerer class. Don't worry, I got you covered in the future. Very soon, after release of the game on servers in Korea and Taiwan, I'll try to play Sorcerer. I'll make dedicated videos regarding best builds, best gear, and everything what you need to know about Sorcerer class. I'll try to play all the classes. That is my main mission, my main thing, my main goal to do on servers in Korea and Taiwan before global launch of the game. I'll try to play all the classes. I'll check all the skills. I'll make guides regarding different kind of in-game systems also, not only regarding classes, but I'll focus, of course, on skills and best builds for each class. For today, you know everything what we know so far about Sorcerer of Ion 2. Check out this beautiful gameplay, right? Just amazing how is looking Sorcerer, and lots of movement, actually lots of movement for a casting class. Anyway, thank you for watching the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch. I'm live streaming every single day, mandatory, no skipping. Visit me on Twitch every day about 7 p.m. Central European time. If you have any kind of questions regarding the game, I'll be glad to answer and also to keep you updated regarding everything what is happening in World of Ion 2. Thank you for watching the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch, and see you soon with another video.